Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to talk to you about diagrams. I'm going to actually stick to the brief. As we open with diagrams, I've got 7 diagrams to show you, and they're all out of this, the diagrams book. I'll give some of them away later. This is how you use diagrams to decide who to work with, how to open up an opportunity, strike an open deal, and foster an open relationship. This is the new business pyramid, and at the top are the people who understand our offer, and in the middle are the people who might do, and at the bottom are the people who never will. Don't waste your time with the people at the bottom. It's all about relevance, not volume. You populate that chart with the right names and numbers. Don't waste time on those who don't get it, and you can get 3 decent things to do a year. That is your year sorted. The business satisfaction triangle. 3 reasons to work with anybody in a lovely open relationship. Financial value, subject matter, and fun. All 3, if you can tick those boxes, that's ideal. As Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. If you can only tick 1, it's highly dubious. You may not wish to proceed. If you can't tick any, decline the business relationship. How do you open up the opportunity? This is Chris Anderson's long tail. Everybody got very excited for many decades about the top bit on the left. We must sell huge volumes of a hit, singular, but it doesn't really work particularly well unless it's Christmas. So the long tail along the bottom is a series of multiple niches where you could actually make better money. And the clever thing is that all those niches are less risky and controversial, and much easier to implement, and have far less resistance. So you might as well do lots of those instead of try and do one big thing. The bravery scale. The best thing you can do when you're trying to have a relationship is ask the other person, how brave would you like to be? There you go. But actually, on the left is very conservative or very dull, and on the right is very brave. And I score it only from 1 to 10, or possibly from 0 to 10. The interesting thing is that if you ask an individual how brave would you like to be, they will always give you a very high score. However, if you ask them, what is the bravery score for the company culture in which you work, you will invariably find that the figure is significantly lower. By calibrating one against the other, you can actually work out what the correct level of bravery should be. This then enables you to remind them, when you present your proposals, that what they're about to reject is exactly on the score that they asked for. How do you strike an open deal? Here are some negotiation tips. This is the if triangle. You'll only ever be talking about time, cost, and quality. Everybody wants it very fast, they always want it very cheap, and they will never tell you that they'd like a load of shit, please. The interesting thing is that if they allow you to get on with all 3 parameters untrammeled, they'll get a good result. But as soon as they put extra pressure on too many of them, it all collapses. And that's why it's called the if triangle, because in your response you should always begin your sentence with the word if. And if you do, you'll find that you can't finish the sentence without attaching a condition to it. If you require X, we require Y. Here's the bargaining arena. In the bargaining arena, I'm on the left and you're on the right. I must achieve something. I intend to achieve something rather bigger, but I also have a wish list. The other person has it coming the other way. In the middle are the trading variables. Do bear in mind that the bits that you care about aren't the same as the ones that they care about. That's how you do a decent negotiation. And finally, how to foster an open relationship. This is the motivational dip. At the beginning, we get very excited indeed with any project or relationship. It's a new toy. Then there's a horrible motivational dip where we don't like it anymore. And that's where we enter the learning and understanding phase. And if we pay attention during that, we either go up to a successful relationship or horribly down into a tailspin of failure. The clever thing is that you can analyse retrospectively all the relationships you've ever had with people in this way. This line, by the way of time, could last anywhere between 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 20 years if you like. And when you get good at it, what you'll find is you can predict what's going to happen. And when you start predicting, you can then, of course, realise that you won't even start. And finally, a puzzle for you. This is the Gottschalte figurine or 9-dot game. The challenge is to join all 9 dots with 4 strokes of the pen without taking your pen off the page. Does anybody know how to solve it? I knew we'd have a lot of intelligent people in. This is how you solve it. The most common solution is the one on the left. The interesting thing is that you cannot solve it if you view the 9 dots as a box. Hence the expression, think outside the box.